Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And running with power here. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. He spots his tight end Keene over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Carr going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Rolling to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met Fanvick. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Paris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Card out a throw. That's caught by Hollister. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Try and run for it with Lindsey. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Texans send the punter out. Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember,
and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Hines. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. On the counter, Lindsey looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end around. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devontae Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Carr's throw taken in by Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A give running right is Evans. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Carr going to go on 4th down. That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now Carr. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man here, Beasley. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll run for it with Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
They'll run here with Evans. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Texans 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go. Here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now it's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Texans are right back in this football game. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again. I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Carr now on 1st down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Evans. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he says, we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 43 yards. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quinny Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 3rd and long for Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Julian Blackman, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So this one winds